Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Have we got a surprise for you?
This is incredible.
Fox10 Talks.
Best
we're back.
day ever.
Yes. It's America 250.
Yeah, it is.
What a better way to celebrate our nation's 250th birthday than to be joined.
The national bird.
Yeah. Fox10's first bald eagle experience. It's here right now.
Our friends from the Herd Museum are here.
For the Wild Alaska and Arizona Day.
Yes, which is happening tomorrow. So you will get to meet Siska, right? As well tomorrow. That is so amazing. I don't know if you want to help her with the mic too, so we can hear her.
Say hi.
Hello, this is Siska. She actually probably won't be at the event tomorrow. We'll have Aurora, who is actually a very well-known bald eagle from Liberty Wildlife that a lot of viewers might have seen at other events.
Okay, tell us about Siska.
So she's a 4-year-old bald eagle, which is why she doesn't have that full white head yet.
Okay.
When she's 5 years old, she'll have that full white head. And she was born here in Arizona and got herself injured when she was just a youngster and found herself at Liberty Wildlife. We wanted to rehabilitate her and get her back out into the wild, but she's completely blind in the left eye.
Oh, wow.
And so that means that she's not really going to be a successful hunter.
Yeah.
So she changed roles and has become an education ambassador and comes out to events like this to get to meet people and show how beautiful our national symbol is.
Oh, gorgeous.
Amazing.
What's her wingspan?
She's got about a 6-foot wingspan. Would you like to see?
Yes, let's see it.
Go.
Wow.
She's a show-off.
Incredible.
Whoa.
It's so amazing. What does she eat?
They're mostly fish eaters.
Okay.
So when we get back to Liberty Wildlife, she's got some fresh trout waiting for her, but they'll also eat with freedom quails and rats. Out in the wild, they just love meat.
Wow. She does really well with people. So easy to train, or?
They have their moments. It took some work. There's only a couple of us that work with her because they do get their favorites. And she went through her little terrible twos kind of stage where we had 2 gloves on our hands when we dealt with her. But she's finally kind of coming into her adulthood and getting used to everything.
It's amazing. She can kind of turn her head all the way around.
Yeah,
I'm
not
noticing.
all the way. Just over 200, 250 degrees so that she can keep tabs on everything around.
That is so cool.
That is so cool. So
Those
Arizona,
talons.
I don't think we usually think of bald eagles here, but clearly Siska was born here.
Yeah, right. Just wherever you find the waterways, that's where you're going to find them. So the Salt River actually is home to a bunch of different nests, and we see eaglets being born every year.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Liberty Wildlife and the mission that you guys do?
Yeah, we were founded back in 1981 to nurture the nature of Arizona. That's our tagline. Basically, we're trying to take in sick, injured, and orphaned wildlife with the hopes of rehabilitating them and getting them back out into the wild. And we're seeing on average about 10,000 patients every year. Mostly birds. Probably about 80% of what we take in is birds, but we do take in all native wildlife, so we get mammals and reptiles as well. And then any that can't be released back out into the wild has the chance to become an education ambassador like Siska, so you get that second role, second chance at life.
So where does she go around the valley to help educate?
Oh, she goes to schools. She works with some of the utility companies to teach the guys who are working out in the field what they might come across. And some of our eagles have done parades before, just getting out and about. That's a happy bird.
Fluffing her feathers?
Yeah, that's her getting all her feathers back into place after that. So that's how you know you have a very comfortable, happy bird. It's called a rouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Goodness.
This is
She
incredible.
has one feather out of place right there.
I see it. I'm like,
She
I want to.
actually just got spa day yesterday. Once a year, they have to get collected so that we can trim their beaks and give them their vaccines and everything like that.
Trim their beaks, because
Yes.
in nature.
In nature, they would do it, but
Okay.
in our enclosures, they don't have the same materials. So we get our yearly check on them and make them beautiful. Extra
Question:
beautiful.
why are they called bald eagles if they're not bald?
Such a good question. So when the settlers first came to the United States, they had never seen an eagle with a white head, and in Old English, the word bald, B-A-L-D-E, means white. So they saw a white-headed eagle, and that's the bald eagle. Wow. Yeah.
What's one of the most interesting facts about bald eagles that most people don't know? That surprise you?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that one of the reasons that they were on the endangered species list so many years ago was that DDT was in our waters, and people thought it was poisoning the animals when they were eating the fish and getting poisoned from that. But the DDT changes the chemical composition of the eggs, so the eggs were really fragile. So the eagles would sit on their eggs and they would crack and break. Wow. And so that was, once we outlawed DDT, started educating people, putting some protections in place, we actually have them off the endangered species list.
That's
so
amazing.
cool.
Yeah, great news.
Can you talk about their habitat, their range in the U.S., and just how extensive it is?
Yeah, so anybody who's seen an eagle before, in Alaska, they're really big, and there's a lot of them in Alaska. And they are larger. They're probably like weighing in the 15-pound range.
Wow.
Our desert birds, we do have them around here. As long as there's water and fish, they can have a good habitat. They're a lot smaller because the hotter it is, the kind of smaller you want to be. You don't want to have as much body weight.
Yeah.
So Siska here probably weighs in about 9 pounds.
Okay. Oh my
Well,
gosh. Can you
and-
imagine a bigger one?
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, and speaking of Alaska, we have another special guest here,
Yes.
Patty from the Herd Museum. If you could talk about the special event that is going on in your program.
Well, thank you for inviting us to be on the show today. And yes, all summer long at the Herd Museum, we have brought Alaska to Arizona. So we say the Herd is the coolest place in town, literally. And so tomorrow we're going to have Liberty Wildlife here to share this information about bald eagles. And so what connects us, right? What connects Alaska to Arizona? Well, we both have populations of bald eagles. So we're going to be educating the people there about that, and also Alaska Native life. And so many different Alaska Natives that sharing their cultures and sharing their languages, all of that. In Arizona, we have 22 tribal nations. Each one of those tribes uses the feathers of the bald eagle. Wow. So we're looking at that connection. And so tomorrow it's going to be Wild Alaska and Arizona Day, and we have people from Marsh Education, and they're going to be talking about again what connects us and fish, right? So salmon is a big thing. And like she just said, Laura said that, the eagle here eats salmon. Well, in Arizona, those eagles are probably eating something like trout and other native species. And so we've got our little salmon here. And of course, we're all about education and having fun. So the kids can come and they can make their own little version of a little eagle puppet here. And this is all tied to Molly of Denali. And that's a kids program on Arizona PBS Kids, or what's on PBS Kids overall.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she is an Alaska Native character. So we have turned our entire Steel Auditorium into an Alaska Native village. And it's highly interactive. It's beautiful, well put together. Kids can pretend to ice fish. They can fly a bush plane. They can put on snowshoes and walk around, in a snow maze. It's really super
cool.
cute.
Yeah.
And so Molly, I brought some things here, and I brought some frisbees for you too.
Oh, very
Molly
cool.
of Denali here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
cute.
also representing all of Alaska again, the native art with the sealskin bracelets, the dentilium shell earrings, and also a beautiful pendant here by Denise Wallace, who is
Gorgeous.
Aleut. So we have this special programming on all summer long at the Herd Museum. It will go through the end of August. And so on certain weekends, we're bringing out special guests like Liberty Wildlife to talk about, again, what is going on in Alaska and how it connects to Arizona. And in educating and in a fun way so people know more about Alaska Native cultures. So in our cafe and cantina, we have food items. Of course, we have salmon. Don't tell the eagle that we have salmon on the menu, and things like blueberry milk, and just a lot of fun things to see and do. And
so fun for the kids, but really
Yeah.
fun for the adults too. Like
Exactly.
I would love this.
Right.
We have
Which most of those we kind of get bored doing in about like an hour or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a trading post, and I'm always amazed at how the adults and the parents get into shopping, pretend shopping, and then cashing out, and it's just a really wonderful experience. So please come down.
Yeah.
We invite everybody to bring their families, and again, we have a lot of special events going on during the weekends. So you can just check our calendar, herd.org, and see what's coming up next.
Well, like you said, it's the
Yay.
coolest place in Arizona.
Yes,
so
It is.
seriously.
It is.
Gotta go.
So neat.
10 to
so neat.
2.
Yes.
That'll be amazing.
So back to Siska. If we
Yeah.
can.
She's telling me that she's hearing about salmon and is hungry.
How much does she eat a day, and what does her diet look like as far as like through the day?
Yeah, so they get fed once a day with us. Out in the wild, they're not eating all day long. It takes a lot of work for them to catch a fish and eat it. So they get about a pound or two of fish or rat or whatever we're feeding them a day. We take a lot of them out on our gloves so that we can have that positive relationship with them, so that they appreciate coming out to events like this as well. They do love when we have visitors that are volunteers that go to Alaska and go fishing for salmon and come back and bring salmon, fresh caught salmon from Alaska, and they get spoiled and enjoy that a lot.
I kind of like that the bird is picky. It's spoiled. It's
living
very
the good
particular.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their national bird. It should be.
Yeah.
Right?
For real.
Yes.
What is on her beak right here? There's
I think she has a little feather from being disheveled
Oh.
yesterday from getting all of her spa day done, but I'm not going to stick my hand up there.
No,
to
no,
get it,
no. I'm sure that would be. Would she go for you? Would she like?
She tends to nibble. You know, the beak isn't the most dangerous part. It's the feet
talons
down there, but
yeah.
she can still do a little bite there. So she's gonna have to take a bath and work that out on her own. We do have a cute little river at Liberty Wildlife, and so she'll get to like hang out in there, and she does a full bath where she gets her wings in and her head under and does a whole shake. So she'll clean herself off in no time.
Wow.
How social are bald eagles with each other and with
each
people
other?
too in captivity?
Generally, they're fairly solitary, you know, until they find a pair to mate with one time a year and have the babies, and then those babies grow within a matter of a couple months. Only 6 to 12 weeks, they're full grown, and then by 12 weeks they're getting ready to leave the nest, and then they're back to kind of being on their own and fairly solitary.
Wow.
So our birds, we have 10 eagles at Liberty Wildlife that are non-releasable, and they're all in kind of one eagle bank. And it's funny because when we show up to feed them in the morning, the entire area just starts cackling with the bugle of an eagle, which is not the most majestic
what
thing.
kind of sounds do they make?
It's if you see a movie and you hear that majestic call,
yes.
and I'm not gonna.
Yes. We know the one.
That's generally a red-tailed hawk.
Oh,
Because these guys make a little high-pitched bugle sound that just doesn't sound as majestic. So
see.
Hollywood dubs them over.
Yeah.
Yes, we hear it in all the movies. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, at least it's not a turkey, Benjamin Franklin.
Those are aggressive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this
Incredible.
is so cool. I mean, I could hang out with an eagle all day. Have you guys seen those live eagle cams in Florida and in Big Bear?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that? Have you ever considered like doing a?
We've thought about. We don't actually have any that lay eggs or anything like that, so we can't. But we know that Jackie and Shadow are a hit, and everybody watches them, and so they're superstars in their own right. Yeah.
People love watching that.
Yes.
Amazing.
It is.
Wow. Well, Pat, if we could, if you can remind folks where they can come out to the Herd Museum to see these cool eagles.
Herd Museum tomorrow. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come over. We're starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll have activities all the way through 2 o'clock. And so, yes, you can come out and meet Aurora and get, how many times do you have a chance to get this close to an eagle?
Seriously.
And it's just so beautiful. So the eagle, for many Native American tribes, it has a very holy significance to the people. So we're looking forward to inviting them out and having them out there and enjoying.
So I bought 5 foundations and tested them all. The winner was